Look how good the graphics are now.
Ginley did a book called The Kids Are All Right, all about that era. That's when I moved to New York, and I moved in 99. But I was hanging out with those guys. Sam Segalnik was one, and Brian McGinley, and a guy we called Semen Sperms, Ear Snot. And this girl had a photo exhibit, and one of the pictures she was nude in. So we all knew her, and we'd never seen her nude before, so they thought it would be funny to grab the picture and run out of the exhibit. So they did, and then they got in the car. She ran out in a rage. She jumped on the top of the car. They drove away, but only for like 2 feet. That's stealing and kidnapping. If you move someone like 2 feet against their will, pick them up and move them over there. So Sam went to Rikers for a year. That was kind of the end of our crew, because crews fall apart when someone goes to jail for their shenanigans. They decide to stop the shenanigans. It works in that sense. So those guys, they went more than 2 feet. I mean, of course, we're living in an era of black privilege, but I'm hoping those guys get something substantial from that. And I'm also hoping that stupid bitch realizes that chasing down a $70 tab when black thugs are involved is not going to be fruitful. All right, let's take this call. We got Jeff on the line. I feel bad making you wait so long, Jeff.
Hey, Gavin, how's it going?
How's it going, eh? Pretty fucking good. I wouldn't mind a beer, fuck.
Yeah, well, it's always nice to speak to a fellow Montrealer.
Oh, you're from Montreal. Where are you stationed, eh?
Well, originally I'm from Amma Bay, which is like our Harlem.
I don't know Amma Bay.
Oh, it's basically like our Harlem. I got the fuck out of there.
I lived in Montreal for 10 years. I've never heard of Amma Bay.
It is around Cartierville.
Oh, okay. You get to call that Montreal?
Well, it's basically it's still on the West Island.
Oh, so you're English. It's all English around there. How do you spell Amma Bay?
A like hyphen MA hyphen BAIE, like Amma Bay, like how the French would say it.
Isn't that like at my girlfriend's?
I believe so. I didn't name the town.
Okay, so you're by the fucking Laval and Dollar Desarmeaux over there.
Yeah, yes. I basically I used to live there, and then I got the fuck out of there because it was all like crime, and I was like, you know what? I want more from my life. So don't ever let anyone tell you you can't achieve something if you just work fucking hard enough.
Yeah, I was talking to some Con Ed dudes today. Con Ed guys. And I was talking about our new studio in the South Bronx. And they go, yeah, we're from the South Bronx. No, he goes, we're out of the South Bronx. And then I go, yeah, that's what everyone's trying to do, get out of the South Bronx. And he goes, and I realized, oh, some people like that they live in the South Bronx? The fuck? What can I do you for?
Yeah, well, I'm sure you've heard of this Laurel Hubbard. That basically that dude that is competing with women in the Olympics. I want to know if you competed in the Women's Olympics with a good, like 4-month training camp. What events you think you're just dominating? What events you think would be the trickiest?
I think I got to do boxing. I mean, you want to focus on something that's upper body strength related, and they just don't have it in the arms. Like, you ever see that? There's a viral video, women's motocross fail. And a motocross is, you're like lifting the motorcycle 100 times a second. And they just cannot do it. And I feel like with women's boxing, I know I'm going to be dealing with the best in the world, but their punches don't hurt that much. And I feel like when you nail them, they're not really used to that. So I'm just going to shave my beard, grow my hair out, and be like that dude, by the way. You know, like My Bodyguard, Like every gang has that one moose. In Archie Comics, his name's Moose. That one dude who could like beat up a truck, and he's sort of the police of your crew. He looks like that guy. He looks like the toughest guy in your gang. And there he is with long hair. There's nothing else feminine about him, by the way. No makeup, no high heel shoes. He just wears like an undershirt. He looks like what you would imagine Bigfoot, from Howard Stern would look like. Just a big galoot. What about you? What sport would you choose, Jeff? Just kidding. I don't care. Thanks for calling. Next on the phone, we have George. George, what's up?
Hey, I'd just like to go back to the on-air reporter. I can't remember who it was, but somebody gave a round number score, and I'd just like to say that in my system, at least, you gotta give women who are a little older a little bit more leeway when it comes to rating them.
Well, also, you're thinking about fucking these women, so there's like older women can keep their mouths shut. They're not as needy. They got their own shit going on. So there's appeal there, but don't get crazy here. Because like, say a woman is an attractive 70-year-old, she's an 8 in the 70-year-old world, but we're not in that world. So they have to be sexually viable. So I don't think you can rate any woman under 17, and I don't think you can rate any woman over. A 61-year-old has no rating. They don't exist.
I'd agree, but at least for me, I say that every 10 years that they are older than me, I'll add a point until 60.
How old are you?
18.
You're 18?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you might want to give your larynx back to the 62-year-old mechanic you stole it from. How you doing? I'm 18. Look, I want to go out and fucking skateboard. I want to try to master the ollie kickflip because we're going to a rave later on with a bunch of fucking broads. Thanks for calling, Baby George, with the old man voice.
Tits, man. Big fucking tits.
Anthony Cumia is on the line. Anthony, is that you?
Yeah, yes, Anthony from Long Island. Hello.
Hi, Ant. Oh, you sound like you've really cleaned up your voice. You've been doing voice calisthenics?
Yes, I took some aspirin and I stopped being a pussy, and now I'm not hungover anymore. Voila.
Welcome to your show.
Teasing. Yes, thank you. I did want to comment on your old show on this very fine network.
Yes.
So, you're pretty much, as they call, persona non grata, and society has been shitting on you for the last few years. But just to let you know, some of us were listening to you. So back in 2015, I was living at my mother's house. I was eating Percocet all day, and I was playing World of Warcraft nonstop.
Jesus.
I decided to stop overindulging, like you said, got myself cleaned up. I went to Kohl's and bought 3 suits. They didn't even fit. And I just started wearing them at work. And then I got those leather shoes that you mentioned. I still can't pronounce the name. Fast forward 5 years. I am a manager of a multi-million-dollar medical billing company. I have no business being here, but the pay is really good now. So thank you very much.
Okay, how old are you?
Life. Oh, God. Fucking turning 40 in August.
And what about the pussy situation?
Well, that's the thing. Now I can afford pussy. So before I couldn't, because my Percocet bill was about $600 a month at the time.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so, it's like that. What's that? It's going to take a whole lot of money. Who's that guy who sings that?
George Harrison.
George Harrison. It's going to take
well,
plenty of money.
Not cheap.
So are you out courting now? Are you meeting girls?
No, I'm actually ending something now so I can jump on Bumble. And
okay. So you are getting laid, though.
Yeah, currently, well, with the old lady. But the old lady is going to be the old lady soon, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
No, I just want to say thank you. Like, honestly, thank you. Like, you were focused on millennials this whole time. And that little guy, Rat?
Yes.
No. Like, I started at home. You said just clean your room, make your bed. And it fucking worked.
Yeah.
So,
well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, man. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I get that a lot. guys who married their girlfriends or had a kid or stopped doing drugs. I'm actually officiating a wedding this weekend with a guy who got out of jail, quit heroin, and married the girlfriend that he went to jail for selling drugs. He's marrying the girl that he was dating before he went to jail, and he's got a job now, shit together, dotes on his kids, his new kids, with her. And I'm going to, officiate their wedding.